All right, making sense of this court case. I've gotten into several arguments with people who take the side of the Meridian police. One comment in particular struck me as humorous, in that I was taking up all of Meridian's resources. Okay, but when I got to court today for the pretrial, the public defender said that the prosecuting attorney barely even looked at my case. There's piled with hundreds or thousands of other cases to deal with. So, since mine is such a small infraction, he just wants to push it along as quickly as possible. But I took up a lot of resources from the police. That doesn't matter, all right? Those police put too much effort into trying to find wrong things with my situation. All right, they're the ones that are over spending. They're over hiring people. You know, if they got such problems with putting too many resources into things, perhaps they just have too many resources to expend in the first place. All right, and they could scale back. They're really overloading the district attorneys anyway. So I was just I got a fairly good bargain. Apparently the prosecuting attorney tried to negotiate for me to cover the court costs, but the public defender said no, we just want it dropped. And then the attorney went lower and said, okay, I don't know what the next step was, but I was just kind of giving an idea of the history. 8-hour community service, which it really is, it's just volunteer service or something like that. And then I said, when I was talking to the public defender, I never met the judge, I never met the prosecuting attorney. I don't know who the attorney is for Meridian. It's still in the paperwork. It says general. All right, so no clue. But the public defender, when I mentioned 4 hours, well, why not 4 hours? He said, well, I tried that, but I'll do it again since you mentioned it. But it took me a while to think of 4 hours, just so silly. But the way that he was talking about how the prosecutor wanted to push this, or wasn't really aware of it, and was just trying to ask for things. That's when I just kind of was like, okay, well, 4 hours, all right. I probably could have tried lower. I guess maybe I halved it, but maybe, we were going for just having it completely dropped and just forgetting about the whole thing. All right, to negotiating at 4 hours, me doing community service where I have to prove to the public defender that I put in this time, and I just went over to the food bank today to try to talk to the volunteer coordinator, which her schedule will be open tomorrow, but I could just have her sign off on a piece of paper. I take a picture of it, send it to the public defender, and then also I could use that 4 hours of volunteer time if I get it at the Idaho food bank, and cover that for my food stamps with the Easter Seals Goodwill Working Solutions program. So it's, it doubles up. I argued against 8 hours. I could use those 8 hours for the Easter Seals as well, but I'm lazy, all right? And if it could be negotiated, then why should I accept a worse decision if I can negotiate for better? All right, like 4 hours. Why did I say that at first? I don't know. I don't know how the court proceedings work. The public defender is the genius of it all, and he's a smart guy too, Thomas Callery. As I was talking to him, within like the first minute, some guy walks up to him and says, "Hey man, you scored the best on such and such a exam," or something like that. Right in during my conversation with my public defender. So I had to stop, and after he was told that and the guy walked away, I was like, congratulations, some high scoring lawyer. And he seems like a smart guy, and a good negotiator. And so that could be the problem with criminality, is criminals may not negotiate. They're more willing to run away from their problems and try to negotiate. And that's something to consider.